Hi, hello. What's up today? Just kind of screwed up my hotkeys. Oh well. Start anyway. Hi. I'm going to continue building the desks that the desks for the Minnesota Tool Library. I'm going to keep working on them. It might be a short stream today, but I'm going to keep going and try and show you the whole process. So last time I had been cutting all the pieces for the desk, and I can show you. Share. Hey, Danger. How are you, man? Nice to see ya. I'm just gonna continue what I was doing in the last stream. Essentially, after this last stream, I cut all the pieces, and I had put wood filler on all the plywood ends because, you know, there's all kinds of gaps and stuff. So now I'm sanding, and I had assembled one box. Just putting salt down. Is it icy there? Must be pretty icy. So I had assembled one box, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. I need to sand it and get it all looking nice. So, yeah. It's snowing. You guys usually don't get a lot of snow, do you? Yeah. And that's one of your jobs, isn't it, for landscaping? Huh. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're getting snow, and all of our snow melted. It's almost like it's green again. Is it back? Oh gosh. Oh, well, not if you keep putting the salt down, right? Oh, that's fun. Okay. Well, I hope they're paying you for all of that. There we go. Now I got the right one. All right, so this is what we're building again, and I'm just gonna keep going at it. There's nothing special about this stream. I'm just going like crazy. Although I did take this guy off. I've also been working on this little desk riser thing. Yeah. So I can't get a super good view on this, but this is that desk riser I was working on the other day. So I glued the feet onto it, and as soon as the feet are dry, I'm gonna put another coat of finish on the bottom, make it look all nice and neat. And then we're going to, yeah, as soon as the legs are dry and the finish is as good as I want it to be, it's done. So yeah, I'll keep going after that. You can see it at the end there, I have all the parts lined up. We're gonna be sanding a lot today. Lots and lots of sanding. Oh, thanks for the host. That. We're make our host. To anyone else who's watching, Danger Engaged is a really cool dude. My bots don't work, but shouting out Danger. You're welcome. Yeah, I wish I don't know why my bot's not working. Sounds like a typical Streamlabs thing, though. So I'm just gonna give myself a little bit more room. So I'd sanded this box a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna keep working on my other pieces. This is like, let's see if I can show you. This is what it looks like. I have the routed channel for the pencil holder, and then we'll put the top on. This is how the top of it will look. Get it nice and sanded, and the corners will be rounded, and so it's the kid's desk. That's what it is. So we're happy with that so far. I think I'm gonna try and make 8. I have enough materials for 10. 10 might be a little too much. Plus I want to save some of my plywood for other projects. So I applied wood filler to all these pieces, and so I'm going through and scraping off the excess, and then we're sanding it a little bit to make the edges nice and neat and not look like there's wood filler on it, just flat plywood. Probably be better if I had a camera to do that. See another angle. This angle. Oh, it's kind of a weird angle, huh? You can kind of see what I'm doing. I should put it in a tight here. So I've just taken my scraper and use my sharp edge to take off a bunch of the excess. And then my sandpaper doesn't have to work as hard. Sandpaper is pretty expensive. And this is 220. I think I should use not that. And I would use a power sander on this, but it doesn't kind of rounds over all your edges, and I'm not ready to round them over yet. Still a little hard to see. Hey Wayland, thanks for following. So I sanded it so most of the filler is gone and it's just filling the gaps. I'll sand it again later. Yeah, Fart Master also has farts on his stream. I'm not really a good streamer, but I like to share some of the projects I've been working on. Especially this project for the Minnesota Tool Library. Oh my god, dude, those pierogies were money. I'd like to experiment with some other fillings too, because the yay toast and sweet potato or yam was delicious, but I bet there's other ones that are just as delicious. I'd like to try some sauerkraut pierogies. So good. I love those classes so much. I never would have attempted that if I hadn't taken the class. And you know what really would have been good on the pierogi? A little bit of venison sausage. Yeah? Oh yeah, wild mushroom. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought about whipping out some mushrooms, mixing them with the caramelized onion. Oh yeah. I'm a little bit obsessed with food, I gotta admit. Food is life. So much fun. Right now, it's just one of those things that I kind of look forward to. Start cooking and listening to a podcast or something, and just kind of escape all the craziness. Or an audiobook. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Oh man, yeah. The first class I took from Logan, or Ingrediology, if anyone is interested. The lamb and gnocchi class. It blew my mind how good that was. It was absolutely. Oh man. I didn't know gnocchi was that easy to make, first of all. I didn't realize how different texture and flavor it was when you made it yourself. I've only had like pre-made or frozen gnocchi before. And it really is that mind-blowing when you make it fresh. And then the lamb. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it sure is. Kind of even discovering that, like, doing the stuff I make mediocre well is still better in some cases. Barbecue and like smoking. Oh man, I think I have a picture of my. Oh man, here oh no, it's so annoying. I made these slideshows and I ruined all of my hotkeys. That's a bummer. Anyway, I have some barbecue pictures. I have it's not the big green egg, but it's like an off-brand, and I attached a barbecue guru to it. So I've been doing some smoking. Smoked a turkey, a practice turkey before Thanksgiving. That was pretty good. I usually do a lot of pulled pork. I don't know how many chickens I've done. I eat chickens all the time. Oh, 80? 80. Wow, I'd like to see a picture of that. 80. And see, I love ribs, but all the ribs I've gotten have just not turned out very well. Very good. Okay. Oh man. What kind of community events do you do? Is it like local in your hometown community events? Or like for your business community events? Charity? Fun? See, I don't think it's a problem with my my cooking technique. I think it's a problem with the quality of the ribs I buy. I've never been one to spend a lot of money on this stuff. Okay. Oh God. I usually get them at the last few times. The last ones I got were from Aldi. And before that, I think it was Costco. It was Costco. I've only gotten them recently from Aldi and Costco. And there was just so much fat on them. Like I literally trimmed off half of the ribs and fat. And then after I cooked them, they were just so fatty, there was no meat on them. But they did fall apart. Hey, Barn. How you doing? What are you up to today? I'm just gonna do a quick sanding on that side. Most of the wood filler's off, so it's just gonna help me build it a little bit nicer. Truck stream? Work on the truck stream. Oh, so you got some auto stuff? Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, you did a, what is this? Oh, Automod caught you. Got it. Apparently the Automod got you for that. So yeah, you gotta watch out for the fatty ones. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 racks of ribs that I cooked, definitely learned that. And it's so sad because, like, the good ones are kind of expensive. Not that I'm opposed to spending a lot of money making something that's good, but... Oh, beef ribs. Oh, I love beef ribs too. I don't cook a lot of beef because my girlfriend can't eat it. She like gets sick when she eats beef. It's so weird. She loves venison though, and just about every other meat. Really? Oh my god! Isn't it the worst? Like I just want to eat. I just want like a nice steak every once in a while. Not that I couldn't make a steak. I would have to make like 2 different things. Which isn't the end of the world either. Like I could easily make a chicken breast and a steak at the same time. Oh yeah. 2 dishes. You can't eat anything off the bone? Oh, bummer. What about like country ribs? I'm not even sure if that's real ribs. Oh. Yeah, well, welcome to the stream, Little Nail. Yeah. Unfortunately, my stream is not as cool as Logan's stream, but it's a stream. I just try and make things. And I'm probably not as much fun as I am on Logan's stream. I usually making all kinds of weird jokes and farting all the time. I do have farts on this stream though, and they cost half as much as Logan's. So just saying that. If they even still work. Oh, perfect. And today, I don't know if anyone, I can show you guys what I'm making. I haven't shown you guys yet. I'm making desks for kids who are basically, they're going to school at home. And these are kids that probably can't afford a desk when they're working at home. So that's basically, there's over 500 people that need desks. So I'm just gonna make a bunch, as many as I can, and hopefully it helps them learn. It's for our local Minnesota Tool Library. Yeah. So that's my spiel. It's like I'm just making desks. And I'm also doing the Starlight Stream Heroes charity. We're doing the part of Calamity Cat's big 93 streamer raid chain, which my 2 days are Monday, Tuesdays. So this is just kind of a bonus, I guess. So at the end, we'll try and raid somebody. As part of that, just as kind of a bonus. But yeah, it's kind of boring just sanding stuff, but that's what I need to do. So hopefully my, I don't know, hopefully my conversation is interesting to you people. There's I can also show you sanding is never boring. Do you like sanding? I think sanding, I guess it can be, I guess. This is hard to see, but this is the other project I've been working on. I'm going to leave them natural and put a finish on them. Actually, there will be a stain, but it's a really, really light natural stain. And then we'll put a polyurethane finish. This project here is the desk riser that's going on my personal desk. It just fits on my desk to raise my monitors up, and I'm currently gluing the legs on. So that's just clamped, and it's clamped upside down. And as soon as the legs are on, I'll clean up all the glue and put any stain on areas that are missing it, and then put another coat of finish on the bottom. And that should be good to go. Use a little shop shop garage. Then this camp sign up here. That was another project I built on stream. As soon as spring comes around, that's going to be hung up at the camp. So I'm kind of just storing it until spring. I thought I would hang it up and get it out of the way. So yeah, I've done a few things. My shed. This is like an in-progress picture of the shed. I'd have more pictures, but I broke all my hotkeys to the slideshow. And I really like to cook. I've been trying to cook as much as possible. Oh. Yeah, I thought I would add, it came that way. So I didn't want to shorten it and make it smaller, so I just thought it was just kind of a nice thing to just leave it. So yeah, I guess it is a, what do you call it? A sign that I cut corners. Literally. Sign that I cut corners. Yeah. Yeah, this is just a hobby for me. I have an office job, work from home job right now. And this is what I do. Ooh. Put the fan, somebody. Bam. Bam. Should record him though, shouldn't I? Oh, yeah. So yeah, I got a huge long project list. So if there's anything you want to see made, go ahead and put it in the suggestions box in the About Me section. We can try it. We can try drawing it. Yeah. I don't even. I couldn't have reported it. I guess. Wants it off the screen. All right. Yeah, but as a description for the channel, I like to draw things out before I build them. So I did literally draw this out before I started, and you can see that I sent it into the tool library, and they put it in their instruction packet. So the little picture on the left, the drawing, that's my drawing. I drew it out in SketchUp, and they implemented it into the whole. Everyone who's building these is given that instruction packet. So I did something. I did a thing. My grandma's kind of stuck at home right now. And I showed her Greedyology's class from yesterday. She was so excited. Wants to make pierogies now. I have to replace the sheets too. Oh. Okay. Well, maybe you can do some SketchUp streams or something. Teach you how to use SketchUp. This is a very, very thin veneer on the top of this, so we're not going to sand it too much. It's also pre-sanded, so I'm just kind of taking off the edges. Yeah. Okay, I guess. I respect that. I am curious what you did get it though. What you're going to get her. Mom would like new phone. New computer. Sure. Looks clean, I guess. I mean, I vacuum it sometimes. I mostly have to keep it clean because my girlfriend intends to park in here this winter, so it needs a little bit of space. But, yeah. Countertop freeze dryer. How does that work? Ooh, hops plants. I would buy. Oh man, that sounds awesome. I would buy some hops. I've always wanted to try making my own beer. I think there's like, did you like make tea out of hops? Sounds awesome, dude. Oh, your brother brews too. Does he use your hops? That's kind of a cool stream to watch him brew beer. I broke my slideshow. I hope no one raids me and then I have nothing to show them. So you like flavor your beer with it? Like a tea almost? Beer tea bag? You think that works? That would be sweet. I would enjoy that. You could like powder it. Freeze dry, powdered, and then make like a little pour-in. Yeah. These are all these are assembled, or all these edges are cleaned up. I'll assemble them. We'll assemble the boxes and then we'll assemble the legs afterwards, I think. I think this first one I'll get all made up so I have it around for a reference. And then we'll get all the boxes made, and then we'll assemble the legs. I also have to decide if I'm going to finish them before I attach the tops, because otherwise it's going to be really hard to apply finish from the inside of it. So I might consider just putting one coat of finish on the inside of it before I assemble it. At least it has some finish. I'm just sanding these tops to get off some of the, well, in some cases there's some stuck on wood filler on the sides. And in other cases there's some tear out, which is hard to see, but there's like little slivers on the top that the wood fibers broke. And so if we sand across the top, they just kind of push off. And then when we come back around to the second sanding, we'll round the edges, make them not sharp and noticeable at all. So after this panel, we would have sanded 5 total parts for 5 desks. So Barn, how did you break the drone? Or did it just break on its own? The drone? Or did it just die? Pretty sure sometimes those things just die of natural causes. Oh, yeah. Bummer. You get any shots out of it? Any good video shots? A bit dusty in here. Bummer, dude. Maybe you can get a really big stick and you can get some high up shots. Huh. Should try and return it. Get your money back. I feel like this thing sucked. Really? They tried to pay you off. Wow. Yeah, the batteries are gonna go really far when you have a broken drone. They ask you to like legit change your review too. That's shitty. That's one of my biggest issues with Amazon is their reviews. There's like no policing. Just do whatever they want. Wow. It's unfortunate. Wish Amazon would do more to combat that. There's like a whole bunch of free sites that offer you to sort out fake reviews, and Amazon does nothing. Ooh, dude. That'd be a good stream. Messing with drones. What am I doing? Put it in science and technology. Some people in there know what they're doing. Oh, okay. At the very least, you could like make a fan for the shop, right? So after this panel, I have finished sanding, cleaning up 5 desks, the parts for 5 desks. So we'll have 4 more desks worth of parts to go. Should have just named this a sanding stream. Sanding and chatting. Maybe I should have put it in like politics or something. Turn it into a politics stream. Why the hell not? Like I said, all anyone wants to talk about these days. I don't know if you can see, but it's been years, so yeah. Yeah, I don't mind the chat. Well, my girlfriend did take a half day today, so I'll probably have to. I don't know when she's gonna be done with that. Oh. Camera view. I don't know where else I can put it to give you a better view. I've been looking at trying to find some different cameras. Legit actual camera. Trying to find like a used one. But at this point, like the last thing I bought used like on, you know, either Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. I went to get it and like the person didn't want to wear a mask and they weren't like super respectful of my space. I don't really want to do that again. So I'm gonna make this white. Either that or I'll buy something next time. I'll just be like, you're wearing a mask, right? Can you stay like 6 feet away? That'd be great. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish more people would follow the rules so we could get out of this pandemic. I mean, our state had 92 deaths yesterday. 92 deaths were reported yesterday. Pretty sure today is, I can't even check right now. I get emails. I guess it doesn't matter that much. 61 deaths today. So many people died. Terrible. But to be honest, every time I go to the store, okay, 44 people. It's so sad. I mean, I know, like, I think about 2/3 of them are in assisted care, or maybe not that much. A lot of them are in bad shape in the first place. Those are people, man. No, I'm not giving up on my grandma. I just don't think we give up on. Just stop caring about people like that. I don't know. But every time I go to the store, the last few times I haven't seen anyone without a mask. There's like 2 or 3 people that wear them below their nose. And I guess the statistics are saying that people are getting this not in those areas. They're not getting it while they're at the grocery store. That's it, statistics. It's not really a statistic. But I think they have been saying in our state, people have been getting it from like private events. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm surprised it's not hitting Texas hard. Or maybe it is, I don't really know. I've just been paying attention to my state for the moment being. Like US at large. I don't know. Probably better to get onto a different topic. I had to use a whole bunch of vacation, so I pretty much I've had this week and next week for the most part off. So getting lots done, trying to finish these desks. It'd be nice if I could get them all assembled and maybe like a coat of finish on all of them. During this time off. But I might have to work faster. Oh, I just read a book lately. I finished the most recent one I finished, Ready Player 2. I really enjoyed Ready Player 1. And I watched the movie, that was fine. Then Ready Player 2 just came out, and I jumped on the audiobook. And it wasn't too bad. Felt like it was a little bit rushed, maybe not rushed, but it seemed like the writing was a little too maybe cliche. I feel like every single bit of foreshadowing in it is really obvious. Really obvious. And if they ever turn Ready Player 2 in a movie, they're either going to do one of two things. Go super all out and get all the touched on topics, or they're just going to construe it to be less expensive. So it would be really expensive to do this stuff. Oh, that's fine. I mostly haven't been sitting down and reading books. I've just been listening to the audiobooks. So I listen to books while I'm in here. When I'm not streaming, I usually am listening to a book or a podcast. Because I have a hard time sitting down reading too. It's not engaging for me, so I get really sleepy. And then I'll just start zoning out and nodding off while I'm reading. Or I have a hard time sitting for that long in one position. Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. I guess you can always get the clip notes or wait for the movie to come out. Or have really cool people explain to you what it was all about. Yeah. I do like reading books in the physical form, but there's like a whole mess of stuff I need to get in place for me to focus on it. If I'm laying it down and reading a book, that book is not getting read. Package. Yeah, I have to have a cup of tea or coffee, sit in a chair, make sure there's no other noises, because that just distracts me. And then I can the book. But I've been trying to make sure I'm doing things that are good for me. Trying not to read as much fiction. Trying not to watch as much fiction is harder than trying to read. Never seem to watch some shows. Not that fiction is bad, but you have to learn something about the world. I should have been more careful about my cuts. Like, I get much more tear out when the blade, when the side that's up on the table saw gets much more tear out than the side that's down. So I should have put the good side up. Something I could have planned for better. Yeah. Well, I cut it first on the, it's not a track saw, but I have a straight edge and my hand circular saw to get them like close, and then I put them through on the table saw again to get them the exact same size. So the straight edge with the circular saw got much more tear out. But I cleaned all those edges on the table saw, and I still got a little bit of tear out. But I have a zero clearance insert, so all the pieces that were up against the zero clearance insert got almost no tear out, but then the stuff at the top did. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't know. Hey, Teelit. Good morning. How are you? I should get an actual woodworking blade. I just have a Diablo blade, which technically is a wood blade, but I think it's meant for durability above all else. Oh man, those pierogies. I have a picture up on my Instagram of them. Better blade, better cut. Yeah, get a higher tooth count maybe. That'd probably be nice. My girlfriend might be done working now. I want to get one of those forest blades, I think. But it seems like it's a pain to have them sharp. Like even sharpen them yourself, that's like terrible. Yeah, what do you want to get? What do you want to get, Mar? $1 million? That's what I want to get. I'm gonna go for $1, half $1. Piece of bubble gum? That sounds nice. Tila, did you get that message I sent you about the justice circles? Facilitator's guide, I think it's called, or foresty saws that they dangle from the helicopter. I mean, like a logging thing? Or is it for like forest fires? Like clear path. I think I've seen a video of those things, but I'm kind of blanking on what they look like at the moment. If you have a link, I will post it. Oh, yeah, fire breaks, yeah. Huh. That would be a lot of fun, I think. I don't know how safe that is actually safe that is. Oh. Yeah, you should definitely get one of those. An underwater chainsaw? Wow, dude. Yeah, that sounds like... I guess that totally makes sense. Like, they gotta cut wood underwater just as much as above water. Maybe you got not as much. I've seen a few of the forestry people using those, like, conveyor belts. Not conveyor belts. Like machines that just, like, grab it and cut it at the same time. Yeah. I think those circles are something that we can think about and look forward to as like a way to promote, I don't know, just like promoting good communication, I think, is maybe the best way to describe it, because most of the time it describes in that document how people, does he get cold? People, when they're in a conference, it describes the difference between like a conference style and the circle style. And I think when you're in a conference, there's like a lot less communication that's happening. When you change the style to be like this restorative peace circle style, it changes things. People listen to each other, people feel safe that they can talk about certain things. It helps. Yeah, we can be civil and not just automatically hate each other. And I think the biggest resistance to those circles is that people think they're all hippy-dippy and lovey-dovey, and that's the biggest thing. I think there's ways to combat that, make it a little more interesting for those crowds. When I went through school, they told me they brought up demonstrations where they used it, the circle processes within communities, and where police officers got involved. And man, if the cops can do this stuff, I think anyone can do this. Pulling up wreckage and cleaning new-made deep seas for deep seas. Air-powered, super lightweight. Yeah, dude. Chainsaws, underwater. Really, there should be like an action movie with that kind of stuff. I should tell you about one of the exercises we did for the circle process. This is kind of, it's not, I don't think it's outlined in that guide, but it was the most glaring, is the definition of why those circles work. Of course. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't say the system is all closed, because there are certain communities that have their better systems. Policing isn't really a federal thing. Each state and each community has their own system. Mostly each state is community-run systems, aren't these? Only community-run policing is like indigenous nations. They have a lot of their own community-run policing. If you didn't know, I used to be a cop, and I went to school for that kind of stuff. So I might be a little biased. Yeah, I could like tell a little story if anyone's interested about the opening ceremony of my restorative justice class. I thought it was quite interesting. When I took it the first time, it was a little mind-blowing in a way. Exhaustively. Yeah, we sure are. I guess all we can really hope for is baby steps. All right, I'm not the best storyteller, but I can try my best. Basically, in college, I took a class called Restorative Justice Circles. And so the premise of a restorative justice circle, kind of a crash course, maybe put it lightly, is that you all get in a physical circle with a group of your community members, and you have a goal in mind. And restorative justice is usually, in our case, it was for community youth, they're called juvenile justice, is used in the juvenile justice system. So a juvenile would have committed a crime and they were sentenced to participate in a restorative justice program, which is the Peace Circle program. So the juvenile, the person that we had an issue with, would be part of the circle with people from the community. And in this case, in the cases we were looking through, police officers would be involved, local leaders would be involved, just random people in the community, and like, I think even in some cases the parents were in the circles. But they'd always have to start the ceremony. It was about talking. You would have a talking piece, you'd have an object, and it helps if the person has a connection to the object. So I suppose in some cases it could be a shoe or like a stuffed animal or something that someone has a connection to. And that's the talking piece. The only person that can talk is the person with the talking piece. Or a chainsaw, yeah. Or a chainsaw, I suppose you could. It'd be a little heavy maybe, but maybe if this lightweight one would work. But anyway, as an opening ceremony in our class, I'm not sure if they would use it for every scenario, but the ceremony we did was a group project. So she had a bag full of sticks, and I think they were just like dowels. I think they were dowels, or they were regular sticks. And she had a bag full of them, and she dumped the whole bag out in the center of the room. And she said, when you have the talking piece, it's your turn. I want you to go and you move the sticks any way you want. And when you're done, you pass the talking piece to the next person, and they do the same. And we'll continue to do this until we're done, until I say we're done. We did this we each took our turn. We did this, I don't know how long, it had to have been an hour. And we were so, like, everyone was like, when are we gonna stop? Like, we just kept moving the pieces. And people were like, she actually had flipped them onto a table, and at one point someone like took the table and flipped it over upside down and put the sticks on the bottom side of the table. And eventually we got to a point where we're like, this is fine. Like, no one wants to move the sticks anymore. It has come to all the sticks have gotten into a place that looks kind of fun. And we're like, how are we not done? So we just started like skipping our turns. And when everyone was satisfied, we stopped. And she said, okay. Like, everyone has apparently come into an agreement. And maybe the sticks didn't end up where you placed them, but we're at a spot where everyone is happy, or at least satisfied, or can accept the results. And that's kind of how the circle process works. Everyone takes their time to talk, and we come to an agreement. And I probably could have done a better job explaining that, but that's it kind of doesn't work if you already know what's going to happen. You have to have never heard of it before, really. Because I took the class second time to like really get involved, and they did the same exercise, and I already knew what was going to happen. But the reason I took the class a second time was because you have to, at the end of it, you had to write a paper describing a program that you would implement. And I wanted to do it again. Yeah, it's just an exercise though. It's not a direct representation. Yeah, there's also a lot more that is involved. It's just kind of a basic demonstration. There's also like exercises, like things obviously get really heated. People have politics, people have pre-existing things that they believe in that they can't let go, and they get heated and they start to interrupt. And so there's guides to kind of direct that energy. Like we need to stop. We need to reassess our values. Not very long, less than a year as a licensed one, and then I spent 4 years as a like a park ranger kind of. That's exciting. I don't know, but there are the restorative justice circles. There are a lot of things in our area going on with those. I don't know if being a cop was my cup of tea, but being a cop where in the city I was a cop at wasn't my cup of tea, for sure. I kind of like moved away from my friends and family and my girlfriend. And then I just kind of struggled with it. And then I tried to get a different cop job, and I got stuck in the security field, and I haven't left. But there are lots and lots and lots of experiences I've got. Lots and lots. I've learned so much in a short time. Lots of things you don't realize about the world. Good to know. My job. think I'd like to make something out of popsicle sticks and marshmallows. Like a little like. When I was in junior high, we didn't have popsicle sticks, but we had those like little sticks of balsa wood that are like for model making. I made all kinds of junk out of that stuff. That was fun. Little models. We had to make like a 3-foot tall tower out of those things. And then we applied weight to it to see which one was the strongest. That was fun. Put that wood filler on because on the edges of this. So now it just has a nice flat, no gap edge. If I used better plywood, I probably wouldn't have to do this. But I saved about at least $25 for wood. Well, if you think about it, I didn't have to do this. Probably would have saved more. Spending wood. This just depends on how much you pay yourself. Yeah, dude. Yeah, when I'm rich someday, I'm just gonna never use a piece of plywood again. It's all gonna be straight hardwood or something. When I'm rich, I'm gonna make my own plywood. By hand tools. So I only have this panel and one more panel to sand the edges of. And then maybe we'll try to assemble another box. I think, see, I have to start cutting the other pieces too. Okay. Yeah, sure. Hemp wood? How does hemp has wood? Isn't hemp like a bush? That'd be interesting. I suppose if you let them just grow really tall, they can get woody. Would it be like bamboo? Advergens. It's the advergens. You guys are in a territory I've never ventured. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like engineered then. Okay, so it is kind of like headed gens then. Or like any kind of particle board, although I would assume that they make it a little prettier. A lot prettier. Huh. Yeah, you know, I when I was in, I think, high school, I read a book about, it's just kind of like so sad how it got treated essentially. It's super useful plant. Happens to be a whatever. Oh, okay. Like polish them. Yeah, you polish them into a gem. It's really cool. Make some dice out of them. Hello, Jessica Kate. How are you doing today? Going well. I'm just building some desks for kids. Kids in, I think it's Minneapolis schools that going to school from home. Good. Good. You streaming today? Probably starting to get late where you're at, huh? Yeah, I should do a little quick show of what I'm working on for people. Yeah. There's a little PDF. This is the instruction packet I'm working from. But this is the desk I'm building. There's a lot of kids that are going to school, right? Or going to school from home. They don't have desks. And we're gonna build them. Oh, and batteries. Uh-oh, Barn. Still watching. Hey. Hey. I'm glad you're here, Danger. Anyone who's interested in Farm Simulator, Danger is the guy to watch. It's such a nice stream. They asked that we don't paint. It's part of the instructions that we don't paint it. I'm putting a neutral, natural finish on. And actually, you can see this, but just like a light color. Natural is the name of it. So we'll color it. We'll put a nice light color on it, and then we're gonna put another finish on top to kind of protect it. Some polyurethane. I also have this other. It's like a whitewash finish, so we'll give it like a white stain. Try a couple different colors. So, yeah. Farm recluse, you better get the sneezing under control. You can't have any sneezing while I'm streaming. Jeez. Yeah, so we'll do that. I've never used those kinds of stains before, but let's just see. I'm gonna try and build 8 of them. He's plucked a nose hair. Oh boy, dude. Next time, clip it. Yeah, no, they had over 500 families sign up to get desks, and some of those families have multiple children, so they need well over 500 desks for families that requested them that can't afford desks. So plenty of desks needed. I'm gonna try and make 8 of them. See how long they take. Otherwise, the materials are not expensive. I could go get some more materials. Just depends on how long. Yeah, so they actually put out an advertisement in the news, in our local news, for people to make these desks. So they would help. And it's part of our tool library, which is a cool concept. It's just literally like you go there, you pay the tool membership, which is like I think $50 for the year, and then you go check out tools like you would a library book. Really cool concept. I was a member when I lived in the city. I live outside of the city now, so now I'm just trying to help. I bought a whole bunch of tools. Not too many tools I need anymore. They do all kinds of charity projects. I'm really trying to get more involved with them. Thank you. Trying to help out a little bit. Though I don't know how much good it is. I hope it's helping people. That's all I can say. Imagine living in such a way where you can't afford a small desk for your child. Yeah, very tough. Yeah, I can. There's so many people that are unemployed now too. A little something to help. I'm lucky enough. I'm good. I'm employed and have a job. Yeah. Oh. Danger came into the stream, and now I want to play Farm Sim. I hate it. I got things to do, Danger. Probably gonna have to end streaming soon. My girlfriend's almost done with work, and I gotta start thinking about dinner. What should I have for dinner? We'll do a poll. You're either gonna make chicken. Well, there's a few things we can do. You can make chicken and potatoes. It's like half the dinners I make. Just chicken and potatoes. Or I can make pierogies again, since I still have leftover stuff. Or we can go to our local brewery and get takeout. I don't want to support our local restaurants, especially the ones I really like. be sad to see. They said 60% of restaurants are going to close. There's some really good restaurants though. They hate to see them close. Especially the breweries, like they just invested so much. Now, we talk about civil engagement. Some of these breweries have been so engaged with the community. They close. That's a sad stuff. Alright, we're sanding our last piece here. We're gonna take a look. We're gonna have to route some of this. So after I'm done sanding this, I'm gonna take a quick break. Maybe grab a cup of tea. See what's going on, and then we might start routing some of these trays. I'll show you that in a little bit. After the trays get routed, then we can start assembly. We can't start assembly until the trays are routed. Also supposed to route top so that these desks hold a tablet. So I still have to figure out a jig to do that. But because there's a top, it doesn't have to be done right away. I can route that in a little bit later after I figure out my jig. So I have to put in a groove on the tops of these things so people can insert a tablet into them and have it stand up. Really easy to put a simple groove in, but it also has to be at an angle. So I have to my router doesn't tilt. So I have to put some kind of a jig on here so I can have my router go across the top at an angle. Put in an angled groove. I could do it on the table saw too, but I don't think that's I don't like the idea of that. I think the groove is going to be what I want it to be. Yeah, I did find a few jigs online that should work just fine and should be able to build some kind of simple setup to reproduce it on each of these. Pretty easy. It'll just take a little bit of time to build the jig. There's also a jig to hold the legs in the proper spots, they're all the same. So we can just kind of batch out the legs and not have to fit them onto each piece. So I'll have to build a jig for the legs as well. That's much simpler than the other jig. But I got a picture from searches that shows that kind of a jig, so I'll figure it out. Maybe add some additions. Maybe I'll do a stream just showing the drawing of it. Draw it out and then build it. Like the pre-planning stages. Okay. So I have 8. All the parts for 8 of these things have been sanded the edges. I have 1 that I assembled, at least the box part. I didn't apply the top yet because I'm waiting. Oh, Jessica Kate, thank you for donating to the Starlight Foundation. Thank you very much. My raid train days for we're doing like a marathon are going to be Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. I'm really concerned because I didn't get any audio for the alert. I just saw it on the screen, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't even know how to fix that. I really need to switch away from Streamlabs. I don't even know how to do it. So I want it to stay on the stream and then whatever. Don't worry about it later. Yeah, what was I doing now? Thanks for distracting me. Yeah, Starlight Foundation is like, you watch their videos. If you go online, you can watch their videos. My bot is definitely not working because I should have had a whole bunch of stuff. It's so disappointing. Another downfall of Streamlabs. Like what did I do that made it not? I'll turn it off and on again. Good. Yeah. I will. Okay, I'll have a good run. Thank you for coming in. Love it. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the donation. Really do appreciate it. I'm sure appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend's talking to me. Hold on. I gotta mute my stream for one moment. Sorry about that. My girlfriend just got back. She went to the pet store and bought some fish. I have to pee. Sorry to be frank about that, but we're gonna We're gonna be right back. One moment. Thanks for hanging on. Okay, I'm back. Girlfriend wanted to talk about a new fish. Watching this tutorial that I need. Me, I don't have the dang old socket set. You don't have a socket set? What the heck? You get a cheap one from the hardware store. I bought the cheapest one from my local hardware store, and I've had it for probably 10 years. Well, never too late to get tools. Ah, okay. You had some like bigger headlight problems than just the light bulbs, right? You had like other stuff going on, wiring. I thought maybe that's somebody else. Oh, okay. So you gotta replace the whole housing. That's a bummer. Ooh, ouch. Boot. Boot is a good word. I like boot. All right, so we're just gonna go clamp this to the edge. I'm gonna start routing. Bummer, dude. Well, it doesn't take you don't have to get good tools. Like I said, I bought the cheapest set and I still have it. You have a Harbor Freight bag? Yeah, dude. Working on cars in the cold is terrible. All the metal parts that you have to touch, terrible. Plastic. Well, that's even worse in the cold. Because, like, plastic breaks so easy in the cold. But you should be able to do it, man. Yeah, I suppose you don't really need it at all. There's definitely something to be said for like just being in the shop, getting stuff done. I know I do that quite often. Using the edge of my table saw, this router will just run into the edge and then I'll usually act like a stop block. Boom. Alright, I'm definitely going to wear a mask for this. This is the dustiest thing imaginable. Oh. Let me know if I need to mute when I'm doing this. That's okay. It's too bad. This one came out cleaner than the last one. Didn't have to add any wood filler this time. Make sure it's nice and smooth so no one's gonna get any splinters in here. They are for the kiddos after all. So it's not a perfectly routed groove. You can see this is a tiny little space where I went off center. Otherwise, it's okay. All right, number 2. So technically 3. This is the other side. Yeah, this is for the inside tray. This is a different groove. This is just a pencil tray. Nothing hard, super easy. Except for the plywood has all kinds of gaps in it, so that's a whole different issue. So this one has quite a few gaps. And hopefully you heard that pharmacist. This is for a pencil tray, not the glue for the tablet. This one had quite a few gaps, so I'm gonna have to apply wood filler in here. Another. Good. Yeah, if we're using better plywood, we have fewer gaps in here. So I'm gonna cut out some of these splinters. I think if I were buying better plywood, I would have less time spent on wood filler. And then I bought a different brand of wood filler than I'm usually used to using. It's like it's really mushy, hard to smooth stuff. It comes out a different color. Should have bought something I'm used to using. I'd like to get a new camera so I can show up close-up views a little better. This one has wood filler. Yeah, unfortunately, every time I try that with this camera, it's like blah. Hardly can see anything. Alright, so we're not going to sand that one since it's got to dry with the wood filler. That perfect. Almost no gaps in the plywood there. I'm like sanding away my fingerprints as I'm doing this. That looks good. Yeah. Wish they would all turn out that way. Mom just asked me they're getting a new Christmas tree. All right, so I have 4 more roofs out. Let's bring them all over here. I'm just kind of deciding which side looks nicer and which piece I want to be the top. Would you believe that the maple veneer plywood was cheaper than the poplar? Because it was like, I think it was like $8 a sheet less. It was like $6 a sheet less for the maple veneer plywood. Poplar had a little bit thicker of a veneer, but maple looks much better. Oh yeah, I mean even here I would have to pay a lot for delivery. They're just down the street. Like I think to get one sheet delivered, it costs like it costs $80 no matter what. If I wanted one sheet, it'd be $80. But at the same time, if I wanted 50 sheets, it would still be $80. So. I guess that's just that one place. Of course, where you're at, it probably costs more, huh? About an hour down the mountain. Huh? Dang. I always wonder why people live so far away from stuff like that. Just has its benefits. Another one turned out okay. This tray is nice and smooth. My fingers in it, and I'm afraid to just rub them back and forth. This is what it's for. oil change. Well, to be honest though, I'm putting a pencil tray in, but I'm also putting on the top a on the top I'm putting in a groove so someone can put a tablet in the top and it'll stand up in there, so they probably won't use a pencil. Easy notes. This. Yeah, they probably won't use the pencil there. But I guess they're getting yeah, I guess you're right. Ooh. Almost grabbed the wrong piece. So did I show you what we're doing here, oil change? I have a picture with the desk. Yeah, dude. What else are people for in society? For them to spend money. There you go. Keep fighting the system. Barn recluse. Not sure if I like this stuff. Unfortunately, I give in a little too easy. Yeah. Damn system. Alright, put my mask on. I rode another tray. dusty. I don't know if I showed it anyway. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're building. And so this is the bottom piece of the little cubby, and there's a pencil holder there. So, and that's an optional feature of this thing. So, just kind of going above and beyond, I guess. No voids in this one too. Got lucky. Gotta hate the voids in plywood. That was nearly perfect, that one. All right, this would be tray number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7. We'll have one more to route after this, and then we'll call it a streaming day after that. So a little bit more time left. Yeah, sorry, Bar Recluse. I guess I'll just keep streaming then. Oh, you know, I would not be opposed to a 24-hour stream if I knew something good was going to come of it. But I don't think anyone cares to watch a 24-hour stream of this kind of stuff anyway. Yeah. I mean, if I knew someone was gonna give like $1,000 to the Starlight, I would consider it. That'd be worth it. I don't know what I do for 24 hours. I'm sure there's stuff to do in here. I guess I could play video games. That's an option, I guess. If it's an option. If it had to be crafting, I'm sure I could come up with something. Oh. Yeah, I'd do something stupid for charity. I mean, I already shaved my head, so that's not like a thing that anyone would dare to do. Yeah. Yeah, I do stuff for money. I already do it for free. But I won't do stupid stuff for, I don't know. I guess I'd just do stuff for stupid things, I guess. I don't want to. Alright, that feels pretty smooth. Pencil fits in it. It's not gonna fall out. The edge that would be facing you, and that's going to be inside of the cubby. It's pretty clean. I can put my fingers in there. It's not going to do the splinter. Alright, last one. Hopefully this one doesn't have any voids. Nice to end this one without having any voids. Yeah, thank you for following. Did we get an alert on the screen? Yeah, Bowman, thank you. Well, guess they just won't be able to do that. Did we get was there an alert on the screen? Did that work? Streamlabs has been kind of bad lately. It's not no alert. It should have worked though, because I tested it works. And I got the event. It's on my event list. Oh, okay. So we did get an alert for Bowman. Thank you, Bowman, for following. Hopefully I didn't miss any alerts. I can't hear them because I haven't figured that out. How to get the alerts in my earbuds or on a different audio source. I thought I had it figured out. Oh, well, that's actually that sound is from Streets of Rage. So one of my favorite video games growing up. So the follow-up. It's that guy doing the punch from Streets of Rage. Thought it was fun. And then like the subscription deal.
This is a test.
I think it's a Streets of Rage sound. Maybe it's not. And the bits sound, that's from
This is a test bit alert.
And the background is like the cityscape from the beginning of the game. I love that cityscape. It was a fun game. There's a new Streets of Rage out too that I haven't played yet. I really think that would be fun. I don't know why everything now has to be. They always have like naked girls just like popping out of their clothes and stuff. I understand why that's. I mean, I get it, but I don't know why it's necessary. All right, hopefully we get no voids on this one. Well, it's just the new Streets of Rage game. I think it's Streets of Rage 4, something like that. It's just, they just sexualized it a lot more than it was, I think. Well, I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit longer. Still dusty. Really need to wear this more often. It's so dusty. And I don't have a legit air cleaner. Yeah, dude. It's things are so nice. I thought about, well, right now I have the stupid air filters on a box fan. That only does so much. It's just not good for you to keep breathing all this stuff. Constantly. I'm lucky I don't do this for a living because I've seen both exposed to this all day. Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't tried it, but I thought about doing it. Probably dehydrator. Well, what the heck? Stop picking your hairs out of your nose. Here we are with this. The plywood makes it look a little weird, but that's all even. It's nice and smooth. I can just rub my hand on it. No thread of splinters. Super smooth. So that was our last one. The groove. So I think the next thing to do got all the grooves in place. We have a few things with wood filler on the inside where we had some voids in the plywood. So we're gonna have to wait for that to dry, come back, sand all that stuff, clean it out. But after that, then we're gonna go back to assembly. So we'll have to cut the sides and the back for this. We'll have to cut them we're going to cut them each individually for each desk to make everything snug and fit. I cut these so they are the same size, but we just want to make things nice and neat. We'll cut them for each one. That will give me, by doing them each individually, that'll give me time to I'll cut it and then I'll assemble it, and then while the glue is drying, then we can cut another one and let the glue dry. So that should save some time in assembly. And then after that's done, we essentially have a box like this. And once we've got all these assembled, then we're going to apply wood filler and make sure that they're all, let the wood filler dry, and then we'll sand again. Get everything flush and then nice and neat. And then we'll consider rounding the corners off on the bottom so it's not as sharp. Then we have to consider whether or not we want to do a pre-finish. We'll finish the inside of the drawer. Because otherwise, once it's assembled, you can't get in there to apply finish. It's just really hard. So we'll probably put a coat on the inside. And then we'll assemble the top. And then we'll worry about the legs then. LED lights, yes. Wireless charger, why not? Fidget spinner would be nice. I'm sure a lot of these kids have some kind of need for that. And I wish I had fidget spinners when I was in school. Probably would have benefited from that. Oh, wish I had LED lights, y'all. Wish I had LED lights on my desk right now. That's something I should consider. It appears my cloud bot might be working. Hey, Barnworthers, can you do exclamation point tool? totally should. I guess that works. So I guess I turned my bot off and on and it started working again. So I guess I know how to take care of that now. All right, guys, I'm going to raid my good friend Tef, who is doing food and drink right now. But, is it making the able skeever? You don't have to chat or anything, Barney, please. This guy's really good, like the nicest guy I know. So, give him a follow if you like. Hopefully this raid works. Should be good. Thanks for watching. Jessica Kate gave $7. Thank you. We're gonna do some more streams this week because I don't have to work for a while. I had to use my vacation, so this is what it's getting used for. Barn, if you want to talk later, I'll be on Discord. And you all have a good day.